me see. Pop, 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 pop. This is important. What's that? Oh, okay. Hey, you're here early. What's up, buddy? I mean, regular size stream. Really depends. But 2 hours. Yeah. I mean, yeah, just about that time. I'd stream more, but it's like, it's kind of like, it's tiring, man. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to stream for a little bit longer, but I have to do, not only is it like the job, but I have to like go and cook afterwards. So I still have to do all that. It's not, I wish, like, if I just didn't do anything all day, in fact, I somehow have more energy. Because before, like, I would just do a 5-hour, 6-hour stream, right? Right now, I'm waking up at like 6 a.m. So I'm doing, and I'm working mostly on the computer, right? So it's not like anything crazy. So that's like, it's like a good, I don't know, man. It's like, this crazy hours. Putting in so much work right now. Some of it is paying off. GameStop is going crazy right now. So I've already doubled my money. I'm waiting for at least 900. I'm gonna buy in heavy in there's a company that's doing an IPO, initial public offering. Yeah, I've been sitting and waiting for this to happen for a little while now. It's finally getting to that point where that interest is high. Yeah, it's 194. We're probably gonna close somewhere like that. And I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I like the stock. I like the stock. I think it's gonna go higher. I've been watching it for a long time now, and I think 420.69, the last place where it was, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, you have to have those giant balls. I'm waiting for 1,000. I'm gonna, you know what I might do is I might sell like in parts. That's my other thing. Yeah, it might actually. It might, which is the scary thing. It might go. It might go really high. It's really possible that $1,000 is a low ball. The other thing I'm gonna do is, you know, Coinbase, the company that sells, it's like the tracker, it's like an exchange for a lot of cryptocurrencies. And it's the only legal one in, I think there's only like one other one in New York where you can use as an exchange. So they're kind of like almost like a monopoly if you don't want to break the law in New York, which is kind of where I'm at. I don't want to break the law. I'm a lawful citizen. I don't want to do any of that until I move to New Jersey, in which case, you know, fuck them. At that point, I can trade whatever I want. I don't have to do anything. But who knows? I might be moving next year, but somewhere very close, maybe like New Jersey. And I know you could continue doing my job from New Jersey because I've checked in and there's a couple people that are working remote. They're working remote and they're working from New Jersey. Can you believe it? They've been there the whole time. So they're what's it called? Coinbase is doing an IPO, and I might actually be too late. I just put like $2,000 in my my Fidelity account. I'm gonna go in. This is like the biggest buy I've made for what's it called. But I wish I made more of a buy on like GameStop, and because I believed in it too, but I just wasn't willing to lose the money. Now I've made some money doing all this stuff. I've made a lot of, well, not a lot of, but I made a couple $100. You know, just sitting back doing not much. Not much at all. Made money on Ethereum. I made money on Bitcoin. I made money on Bancor. All of my trades seem to have been going pretty good. Made money on the GameStop. I'm waiting for, you know, AMC. That's gonna be interesting. AMC is also gonna go up because like the theaters are reopening. No, why would I? No, dude. I almost bought. I bought in at 116 and I said, "Hey, I'm waiting for this to go to 0 or I'm just going to what's it called?" But I bought in fairly late. I just didn't get the notification. Honestly, they didn't tell me about it. I bought in it like I saw it was 400 and that was too much for me. I wouldn't have bought it then. That's when I like initially started watching it. And I was just like, oh well, you know, it's over. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it and see what's going on. And that was when what's it called? One of the first hedge funds, you know, closed their position. And that was just one of them, right? And they had a moderate sized position, right? It wasn't a huge deal. And it went up to 400. So if everybody that is holding tries to close their position at once, 400 is not going to be it's just a tip, bro. But this isn't financial advice. I'm not going to tell you what to buy. I just think that, you know, if you had like one small hedge fund close at that, yeah, that's just the tip. That is just the tip. So I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm waiting for AMC to go up to, you know, $30. I think that's a conservative number. I'm not greedy. I try to get out of these places. Like, I got out of Bancor at like 850. It went up to 9. I'm not greedy. I'm not like one of those bulls, man. I'm very get in, get out, make a little bit of profit, and then, you know, don't lose money, you know? I have a couple of positions that aren't going good, but they're very small positions. Like, I have 100 something bucks in one of the shit coins. I figured, you know, let's try it. And I did make money on it beforehand, so it just like it dipped, and I was like, okay, let's buy the dip, man. You gotta buy the dip. That's what they told me. That was the financial advice I was given, and it backfired. It didn't go good for me. All right, I think it's time to move on to the next layer. Hold on. I'll make a backup for myself. You like that one better? Well, I mean, it's still around. I could bring it back if I really felt like it. I really don't, though. Too edgy. It's meaningful, and it's got a lot of cool stuff in it. I mean, we'll see. I just feel like that one wasn't getting my point across, and it was too boring compositionally. I just didn't like it. So, you know. Hey, sometimes you gotta kill your darlings to get that better painting. I think this will be a good painting, like, in the end. I think I'll be able to... Cute Asian girl. This can still be a cute Asian girl. She's just gonna... Like, it's gonna take me a while. I'm not touching the face. But she could be really cute. I was thinking of putting in, like, the old face. Well, not the face I drew, because that one was dog shit. But I was thinking of putting in, like, a cute face for her. And I'm also gonna, you know, not make her so flat right now. We're doing male body because this is Twitch, you know. You can't do exactly. That's right. You don't know. You sexist. You have no idea. Could be any of them. Did you just assume my painting's gender? Just you're bad at art, okay? Well, I mean, I'm referencing a man here a little bit, and I'm referencing like this. This is probably a man too, so some of those vibes are gonna come through. So there's just not much I can do about that. Eventually, I'm gonna stop looking at that, and then I'm gonna let the juice take over. The juice. But yeah, I mean, this whole trading thing is so fun. I'm kind of happy that I finally got into it, because I've been like more like a watcher. I play these games like online where I do this sort of thing all day. Like EVE Online, I would just sit and I'd watch the market all day, and I would just make predictions and for days. So, you know, obviously, you know, it is, of course it's a game. It's literally gambling. I'm literally gambling money on, well, look, you know, it's a 50-50 chance, brother. It could either go up or it could go down. Okay, 50-50. There's only what's it called? Or it can stay the same, and you lose money to Coinbase, who takes fucking fees out of everything. Tesla's probably gonna, I would say that Tesla is gonna make a lot of money, just based on the fact that they're releasing what is it, the Model 3. Probably, again, it's one of those stocks that I have to buy a quarter share in. So like I don't know, I can't put in money, unfortunately. I can't even have a whole share. I just don't know. At that point, I'm skeptical. You would think so, right? You would think that there's only up for big tech companies, but something tells me that that's gonna change. You can't just have this like infinite growth thing going. It's not gonna work. It's gonna. I think we're gonna see some of the tech companies fall now. I don't know. I'm always a big believer in Amazon. I think Amazon's gonna be like, I can't afford Amazon. Again, it's like one of those stocks that I really love to buy, but I just can't afford it. I can't even afford like a single share in it, honestly. That money would be better served like in other what's it called? See the green line I buy. I was looking at Twitter stock. Twitter's doing pretty good right now. I've been looking at all of them, honestly. Twitter just announced they're doing subscriptions. I thought that was an incredibly stupid idea, but then I realized people are incredibly stupid, so they'll buy anything. And so it's actually a really, really smart idea. I think that's going to work out for them. I think a lot of people are going to buy only Twitter fans subscriptions. You know, there's a lot of very naughty girls on OnlyFans that spam Twitter all the time, and I think Twitter's just saying, hey, you could do that here. You know, we'll give you some money. You sell your you sell your OnlyFans content here, and we'll host it. Basically, yeah, it's like Patreon. The thing is with Patreon, it's like, and Twitter and all those, I don't think those are sustainable business models. I was more like talking about, what's it called? As a stock to invest in, I think it's pretty good. I think it looks good anyway. It looks good on paper. I don't know. It looks good on paper. You never know with these things. What else was I saying? But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's another way to make money for artists, basically like Patreon. The other thing I'm looking at right now to make money is those NFTs. Those are really, really, really going up, and I've seen some of the work. I don't know what you have to do to sell one, to be honest. I tried to mint one, but it didn't really work out for me. For some reason, the program failed. It also asked me for like $50, so I was like, I don't know about this. It's kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot of money for a business venture that I really have no idea about. But I've seen people sell like for like 8 Ethereum, which is a lot. Like one piece. Then I saw like Ben Morrow cash in, and I saw him cash in for like millions of dollars. But even before that, I saw this guy called Bumble or something like that. I posted his work in Inspiration because he made a lot of money. He made also in the millions of dollars, but I've never heard of him. I've been following Ben Morrow for like a decade. His work is really inspiring. He's got really good stuff. I really like Ben Morrow, and yeah, I can see the appeal of buying something. Hey, Gus of Trust, what's up? How's it going? I could see the appeal. The other NFTs that I saw that were really interesting to me were like the original Rage comics, the original Troll Face. This is like, it's almost like owning a piece of history. The only thing is that NFTs, the way they work is that you could just kind of like I don't know, you could just kind of like duplicate them. They're just digital files. There's nothing really stopping you from making more or whatever. So it's just like, it's weird. Good. So that you're broadcasting. Saw that Boro Dante's video from last time. Boro Dante is cringe. I didn't see the video. What was it about? What was it about? I think I might have. I think you might have sent it to me. Oh, right. That guy that was trying to copy Rangia. Hey, man, I think a lot of people could do it. It's just it's very, very taxing. It's very difficult. I did watch. I think he sent I think he had another video. I did take a look at that, but I don't know. He has to produce. He has to produce the content. He has, produce the body. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. And in this case, diem would be the what's it called? A finished work that, signals competence in such a way that it would be like, oh yes, this is how Rengia does it. Here's proof. I've done it. That's what I want to see. When I see that, then those people usually don't post videos like that. When I see someone who has successfully been able to do Rengia style, they just shut up. They don't talk. They don't say nothing to nobody. They're just suddenly, yeah, I'm just good. I'm just good at the art. I just do all this stuff, man. And then I'm very good at the work. And I get that because, like, once you have something that's super marketable, you don't really want to share it with everybody. I don't really see a problem with that. I don't see a problem with that at all. I think that's just how it's gonna be. Don't do my guy like that. Cringe. He's based, okay? He's based. You can only be cringe or based, Cringe or based. I think this knee has to be a little bigger. It's gotta be like... Sometimes he gives us bad advice. Sometimes it's okay. The brush too small, I'm not a fan of. Yeah, it's a weird, like, it goes against everything that people have told me. So I like to draw with a big brush and then go small. I don't start large. I like to kind of go from big things to the what's it called, to the small things. And I don't think Rengia just does like just small what's it called, small brushings. I think for the most part he uses what works for the situation, which is I think what you should be doing. Cynic says the opposite, which is use biggest brush. I mean I like the idea of doing less work, so that means using the biggest brush, because like think about it, that's less strokes. You're doing less of everything, really. If you can do the same thing with a big brush, why wouldn't you? Okay, I'm starting to let me see here. I might put a face in now. The value structure, though, I need to figure out how to keep the value structure going, and then, well, I don't really even have a value structure, but it's not going to be like this, I don't think. Let's see. I'm trying to contrast Rengia's with this painting, which I really like, and then reality, and I'm trying to like cross those, and then big brush, solve problem. Small brush, small problem. Yes. Why use small brush when big brush do job? That's what I always say. Why zoom in when not zoom in work fine? Do half the work. I'll flip it over, see if that helps me a little bit. But yeah, it looks like everything looks good right now. I'm making money on the crypto. I've got big stock options. I like where things are going, you know, for now. Hopefully I don't jump off a bridge when the going gets tough, but so far I've been pretty resilient, I think. I've had a couple of you know, like GameStop crashed to what, $60 or something. It's not about the money. No, it is about the fucking money. What are you talking about? It's about the money. Yeah, it's about the adrenaline rush. I mean, I've had a couple good days, I guess. Yeah, it is addicting. It's like any other gambling. It's like any other gambling. You get a good day, you know, you make like, you know, $40 per position. You know, I like to do small gambling, so it's like, you know, I'm not putting in more than 300 usually, but some positions I'll take a what's it called, if I really believe in them, like GameStop I really believed, so I put in like a lot for my money. And yeah, it's looking good right now. Looking good. We'll see. I really think it's gonna go to the moon. I really do. I think that it was all memes before, but now it's really gonna go. Let me see here. Let me stretch out this chat so I can read it a little better. Okay. Bro Dante already said that you should still start with the big shapes and then on the brighter areas put smaller ones. Well, okay, well then I don't really see how his advice is really all that different than anything else that I've heard. For me, it still is gonna be, you know, produce the body. Just make a Rungia-like painting, and then I'm yours. I'm your audience for life, you know? I will, like, for just a crumb of Rungia, I will watch all of his videos. For just a crumb, you know? Please, sir, could I have a crumb? You know, so I'm really simple though. I'm very simple. Do I have another layer? I do have another layer. He did his technique on his artwork. Did he produce something of the same quality of Rungia? I don't know. I haven't seen. I did see 2 videos. Yeah, I did see 2 videos. I don't remember seeing anything of like Rungia quality. But if he's got it, he's got it, man. I'll definitely believe it when I see it. I'm not gonna go back and say like, hey, this guy's a fraud, man. I'm waiting for him to produce, you know, produce that high level of technique, and then, you know, I'm very, very interested. Because, like, think about it, man. What would you do? What would you do with, Rungia's skill set? The videos you saw were Boro Dante. Yes, I think so. Were? Yeah, I think I mean, I looked through it. It didn't see. I didn't really see what's called. I mean, a lot of people can render well, and then there's Rungia level rendering. There's a difference, you know? There's a big difference. It's why not everybody's painting like Rungia. I could take a look. Let me see. Hold on. Boro Dante. Let's see. Daniel Schrickenstein. Is that him? I mean, it's, yeah, I don't see anything like matching. I see a couple of things that are like, you know, okay. They have, you know, good 3D model bases and stuff, and so, but I don't see anything that's, yeah, I think I don't know. I don't see anything. If he makes something like that, hey, show it to me. I'd love to see it. again, it's one thing to say, hey, I looked at this and this is the part of the technique that I saw, and I think this is what works, and I think I should share it with people. That's fine. You could do that. You don't have to. But what I'm interested in is like the juice. If I just don't have, I don't have all that time. I need to see the the finished the minimally viable product, I need to see that. Once you have that, then like fuck, dude. But yeah, like I don't know. Use small brush to do small things. Use big brush to do big things. It's not, you don't have to do you don't have to force yourself to oh, I have this tiny area here, but I can only paint with a big brush. How am I gonna do it? I can't do anything. Well, actually you can just do a selection. This is what I do actually. This is my little trick. I like selections because of that. And I could still use, I could still use that big brush, but it's like, that's a bad example, but you get what I'm saying, don't try to force yourself into situations where it's just like, oh, I have to use small brush or whatever. That doesn't really, you don't need to do any of that. I don't know. I'll wait and see if this guy can do a Rungia. I'd love to see it, I don't see it though. I don't see it right now. I will be waiting. Cause look, I'm a big fan of Rungia. Obviously, I'm doing a lot of what's it called, timestamp. Let's see. Tone it down. Okay. Huh? Is it the little girl? The girl? I'm like fast forwarding through it. It's kind of a lot. But and he's doing a lot of painting. But I don't see what's it called? Man, I wish I could show you. Like, what I'm looking for... what I'm looking for... I'm just looking for something like this, I just want to see this. or you know what? I'm actually a big fan of Rungia's earlier stuff. Something like a Ritlock. That's what I want to see. When show me something that looks, half as good as that, because there's a lot of artists that can do this. And when I say a lot, it's like 12. But there are artists that can do like a Ritlock like painting. They can do it. I've seen it. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see. I need this go into. I can't look through all of them. Great. Okay, hold on. Let me see something. I'm gonna find them for you. Cause there's this guy who does Rungia's style, and he's a young guy. He's like I think he's in his like 20s. He's like relatively unknown. If I could just he might have deleted like all his stuff. I don't know. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes they do that to you. They rebrand. And then you're just like, what happened? Where'd you go, man? Yeah, but I wanted to show you what I was looking for. In terms of like, because it is one thing to say like, hey, this is how he does it, and then not show me how you've implemented that and like actually like created something as good as Rangia, which is it's nice. That's fine. Whatever. But what I need to see is something like um something substantial, something like half as good at least, and then I'll be watching every single one of your videos multiple times. Not multiple times, like just like all day for days, for sure. What's the Rungia copy again? Forgot the name. Oh, his name is like Chan. It was really really non-discrepant, so that's why I can't remember it. But it was in there. Something from Spawn. Huh. Rangia's in like his late 40s, I think. I think I'm not absolutely sure, but I think about that. He spent 7 years doing 3D stuff. Really? I didn't know about that. That's kind of cool. That's actually pretty cool because then that means like I looked through it. I didn't see anything like Rangia. I don't know what you want. When show me something like Rangia. I saw the mushroom stuff. That wasn't I mean that wasn't it, man. I don't know what to tell you. That wasn't it. I saw the mushrooms. Let me see if I could I I had him like open recently. Yeah, I know, but like that's what I don't want to see his style. I want to see I want to see him actually flesh out like, hey, this is how Rangia makes his paintings. So here it is. From start to finish. That's how you do it. I really can't find him. He might have deleted his work, which would be really a shame. Sometimes they do that. That's so annoying. Um, it's like in here, man. I followed him like around this time. But yeah, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for actually, hey, let me see here. This might actually. This isn't him. No, 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 no. Some of it gets kind of. It gets the flavor, but it's not. It's not. Right. I would say like, hey, you get halfway there. I'll meet you at halfway. Show me that you've figured out halfway. I would I would pay for halfway, man. Get me to Rangia's like halfway point. I'll take it from there. That's good enough. That's already like marketable and super super good. It's not like it's not a bad tier to be on. I just didn't see it, man. I didn't see it. I don't know what to tell you. Ming Ming? I don't think that was him. Oh, this guy is fucking. This guy has juice, man. I love this. This is fucking gross, man. Love it. Some of these guys are so fucking good. But yeah, if you put out a thing where you're like, hey, I could do this thing this well, this is how you do it. You better back it up, baby. Man, I really wanted to show you this guy because he does it so. Oh, maybe this is it. Wait, fan. One sec. Hold on. I think we found him, boys. Here we go. Yes, here we go. Finally, his name is Wei Fan, and he does run Gia, pretty well, I would say. Like this is about like, you know, this is a good chunk of the way there. It's not Rungia, um, but it's good enough, man. This other stuff is, he went off on his own. Probably for clients. Yes, this is him. This is it. I mean, like, look here. This is like just the metals and and it's very clear, you know, that this is inspired by Rangia. This is like 3 years ago. So show me something like this, Gust of Trust. Show me this, and I'll be like, yeah, okay. Some of this stuff is really good, and it's not Rangia's style, but this guy has figured it out. He's taken it and he's like, he's changed it to his own aesthetic, I guess. But he's figured out whatever makes it tick. And no, it's not. You don't have to find stuff like that. But it's like when you say, hey, yeah, you know, people like if this guy could make work like Rengia, he wouldn't share the details of how to make it. I don't think. But what I see is, you know, someone who can paint, you know, that, you know, is trying to teach people, which is cool. That's fine. But I don't see the juice. That's what I'm looking for, the juice. What is this? Let me see. Oh, this guy. Yeah, he does pretty good. Like this type of copy. Yeah, you could like this would be the what's it called? This is like 50% there. This is what I'm talking about. So this guy knows. He's not putting out a fucking thing. He's keeping quiet. The cyberpunk fan art is especially close. Like you could see the taste. Yeah, this is getting there, man. This is getting there. This Nemo guy, he knows, and he's keeping mum about it. You know, once they know, they just shut up. They're just like, yeah, this is my art. I made it myself. You made this. I made this. And then you just what's it called? Because no one wants to breed competition when you get to this level. It's like, obviously, it's very hard to get here. But they know something. Like this one looks like there's a Rangia painting that's just like this. Let me go. Let me go. It's actually like one that's kind of hidden, but see if I could pull it up. Give me just like tunes here. I think it was like here. Let me see. It was about this time, but I can't. He might have uploaded it in a different order. And the reason I know is because I did a study of it, because I really like that painting. They would have made so many clickbait videos on how to paint like Rangia. How to paint like Rangia, uncensored. how to paint like Rangia, gone sexual, gone wild, 420. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do if, you know, if I had something like that. I would run it into the ground. Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah. You have to like kind of zoom in for it, but there's a distinct taste, and it's like, yeah, he's definitely been looking at Rangia videos. I like how. How it's called. Nemo is unscrupulous about this. He does not care. That's fine. This one looks kind of like what's his name's actually? Oh god. Bjorn Harry's Ogre, which is also like one of my favorite paintings like of all time. He did one for like Witcher 3 fan art, whatever, but it was really good. I really liked it. And it got a lot of likes on social media. Where did my music go? This is all nice, I guess. We're gonna go back to my shit painting. Let's go with this one. But yeah, it would be nice. It would be so nice. It's a big contract. Shut up. Yeah, well, that's why I don't go around claiming, you know. I mean, Rangia's is always up. It's not like Rangia's paintings go away. They're always here. So you could keep it in mind. There is a big contrast, and I don't think I've ever made the claim that I paint like Grungia. I've made the claim that I wish I could paint like Grungia, and I'm very inspired by Grungia. But I don't think I've ever said that I paint just like them. Not even close, really. But yeah, I think it would be so cool, you know, to wake up one day and be like, "Yep, I've worked enough at this. I think I'm gonna paint like Grungia now. I'm just gonna paint like Grungia, man." The only problem here is this one has like, the values are like different than what I'm painting, so it's gonna be weird. I'm gonna try to do the shapes the same way. There's not enough like darkness for me to like get those shapes. So it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. Look weird at. Don't worry, I feel the same way after looking at a ref in ArtStation, then back to Photoshop. Yeah, it feels bad, man. But hey, you know, still better than what I could do like a year ago. So you know, you gotta enjoy your milestones. You're obviously not always gonna be like getting better and better and better every year. So yeah, you know. Rungia once said in an interview that he had no resources to draw because the internet wasn't there, so that makes it more impressive. I don't know. Rungia is like in his 40s now. I think when he was coming up, there's like maybe the absence of the internet was Wait, what? Why am I timing him out? Huh? Huh? What? I don't understand why. Why though? What did he ever do to you? What did he ever do to you? Oh, he redeemed it? Wait, what? What does that mean? He redeemed it. Wait, what? Huh? Nutty? Nutty? Hold on a second. Wait, do I have like a thing where you could time someone out? Time somebody else out. What? 1 minute ago. What the heck? I don't remember putting that in. I really don't remember putting that in, but hey, I got paid in points, so I guess I gotta do it now. The time rage you out for 10 seconds. Oh, how do I do that? I don't understand how to do that. It's only letting me ban him. It's only letting me ban him or mute him for a minute. 72 seconds. And I deleted all his posts. Oh no. Reggie, no, come back. I didn't want to do it. They forced me to. Timex, yeah. Oh my god. I guess that's that. Okay, please don't redeem that anymore. I didn't actually make that a thing. I don't know why. I don't know why that's a thing. Hold on, let me delete that. How do I delete? I didn't actually want you to be able to time people out for no reason. How do I untime them out? I don't know how to do this. I'm a boomer. I don't know how to do this. I don't understand. Viewer rewards. I found him. Okay, channel points. Enable channel points. Customize display. Manage rewards. Time somebody else out. Okay, I'm gonna take that off. It's for 2,000 points. I turn that off. I don't know why. Why did you do that to him? Yeah, I hope it's no hard feelings there. Just a joke. It's just a meme, bro. It's just a meme. Okay. All right, so that's no longer an option for you. You should not be able to ban anybody. Let me see. Oh, /unban. Let me try that. Unban Ryuji. Oh. I spelled. There's another I. Shit. Hold on. Did it work? I think it did. Can you perma-ban Hell Beckons for 60,000 points? I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Think about it. You want me banned because I got you timed out for 10 seconds? That's how it works. Whoever has the most points wins. That's kind of funny. That's kind of a funny option. I didn't actually intend for it to be there. I think I'm gonna move these lips up a little bit though. I think they should be like over here somewhere. I think they should be like over here somewhere. So, move the lips slightly. Should be like around there. Should be like something around there. 170,000. 170,000 points. But yeah, save those points up. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but eventually I'm gonna figure out something to give back to the viewers. I just honestly, I have no idea what to do with them. I think one day I was like really drunk and I was like, "Hey, chat, what should I do with point rewards?" And someone said, "Hey, you should put in an option to let me time someone out." Maybe that happened. I don't remember. And I think that's how it got on there because I don't remember. I honestly don't remember how that got there. I'm having trouble with putting these lips in. I think they're gonna be like around there somewhere, but not quite. I'm gonna take them down to like a shape for now and then mold them a little bit. I actually like that option. Maybe if I have Ixie timing people out, maybe we should do that. I feel like it's too hard for my boomer brain. Too hard for my boomer brain to deal with. So, okay, I have like some of that lip. I dislike drawing lips. I'm not very good at them. I'm gonna spend time on this face, obviously, but it's gonna take me a little while, I think, to get past that. And I think I'm gonna need a ref for that hand and how it interacts with the the face there. I could tell that there's gonna be like occlusion and stuff, but like past that, I don't know. Might take a little bit more doing than what I've got right now. Let's keep it at 10 seconds. Yeah, that way it's kind of like a prank. Yeah, at this point I don't have any good ideas for it. And what's it called? Is there a way to like make it automated? Like, can I make like a bot do it? I feel like that would be so exploitable though, right? Because it's like What if someone just says they redeemed the points and the bot's like, yeah, I'm gonna time this guy out for an hour. See you later, buddy. Have a good time. You know? But yeah, this one could turn out interestingly. It's got a nice little story. You know, it's got a little bit more idea than, you know, my general paintings. My paintings are like characters standing in a field, you know, and it gets a little tiresome. I wanted to draw something a little bit more artsy this time, and I'm hoping that it turns out pretty well. I just have to kind of execute it at this point, and then, you know, we'll see. Redeem points because it's better to see big numbers. I like the number go up. Number go up, man. For free merch. I don't have any merch, but if I did have merch, I might think about it. Hey, you know, you never know. You never know. I feel like Ixie could easily bankrupt me, like, in a day. Like, you know, I'm invested in like GME, and Ixie is invested in my channel points. So she's been bag holding for a long time, and now she has 5,000 shirts. You know, I don't know what she's gonna do with them, but yeah, I feel like if I do make it something, it would be something like let me see. I really do have to think about it. It should be just something kind of fun for the channel. I don't know. Before, like, when you would go on, like, streamers, Twitches, they would have, like, the option to play music, you know? And, like, song request stuff. You can't do that anymore because, like, now you just get DMCA'd to death. And people do things like, they just, I did that like one time, and people were already pranking me and like playing like weird shit on it. Like Skrillex Allah Akbar remix, I think was like a hot item on the, what's it called? Okay. Yeah, so that brush sets and yeah, maybe you could like make me do something like update my brush set. Cuz I think I have one up there, but I haven't updated it since like a year ago or something, so it's like there's definitely a brush set out there. And I actually when all of my files got deleted, I actually used the backup in the Discord to get some brushes back. Speaking of brushes, what do you think of GJ brushes? GJ brushes? What is that? What is GJ brushes? Oh, Guang Hanjing. Yeah. I think I borrowed a couple of them, but he's like an old, like, I found a couple in there, that I liked. The ones that you sent me earlier. I think I like this one a lot. There's something about it I enjoy. It's very flowy. I think it would do well with like hair. You could just, you know, instant hair or water or something like that. I think some of it could be kind of useful. And I mean, I'm not gonna like use it like for everything, but you know, sometimes it's nice to relax and put in a little bit of something so I don't have to work. Just have like a couple of these brushes. You know, I'm not gonna use it, but like it's just like I'm just exampling it. Which one else? This one seemed kind of interesting for like water. I thought it was pretty cool, pretty neat. Especially since like my alternative is just to bash it in because I'm not gonna do all that. And sometimes I do it, but like usually I don't. And then I found this chalk brush, which is pretty cool. I think this is the one he paints with. If it's very like him. I'm not sure exactly if it is, but it reminds this. Some of the markings do remind me of it. So it's definitely, maybe he doesn't like paint with it, but it might be one of the texture effects that he leaves in. I also am not sure if it's a Yizing Keys brush set. To be honest, it's not labeled as Yizing Key. First of all, I think that's a big tell. It's just labeled as brush in Chinese. And you would say, okay, well then, you know, if it's not clearly labeled, why would you assume that it's using keys? And the folder is under is Wei Fang, so I don't know. Hey, I like Wei Fang a lot. I like his work. I've been a fan for, you know, a lot of years. I've like some of the first things on CG Hub that I saw, and I was like, that's good shit. I want to paint like that. Was Wei Fang artworks from way back. So yeah, big fan for Wei Fang for sure. A lot of good stuff there. A lot of really cool stuff. Wei Fang. Yeah, well, I can't really open the MAGA. I can't open it on stream. It's like, hey, here's evidence of, like, yeah, it's just what I'm doing. But I did see something from Wei Fang in that, what's it called? I think it was from his class. Breakdowns for, what's it called? Yeah, of course. Let's see. I can't show that either because it's a lot not safe for work, but I can show you a little bit of it. Let me see. Wei Fang. There we go. Really old school artist. Okay, this is why I couldn't show it to you. I totally forgot about it. If you scroll down, it's like, yes. Let me see here. I can't show you any of the really juicy paintings. That's the problem. But stuff like this, these aren't like his oldest stuff. Like the oldest stuff I can't get to. It's just no longer up. I don't see him on, what's it called? But this one was like posted early, but it was actually like a longer time ago, I think. What I saw were more like Monkey King images. I don't know where those went. Because, again, this is one of those guys that like re-uploads. So all of this is like out of order. It's not chronologically, ordered. But he's got a lot of good stuff. I think he has more stuff on his personal side. I think he's like one of those old school people that has a if I could just find something here. Let me see what Google has on him. Again, I think he'll get past the safe search, so I can't get into it. But yeah, there's stuff like this that was like out there for a long time. And when I was just starting to paint, stuff like this was like on CG Hub, and you could see all kinds of stuff like that. I think he also did a China digital painting, which is like pretty cool. It's just him painting for like 2 hours. Which is a really good channel. This one, China Digital Painting. I would encourage you to see. That channel has like, okay, gotta scroll through that quick, but it's a lot of cool stuff. Big fan, like it a lot. Too bad. I think he deleted like, well, CG Hub got rid of everything, so like, you wouldn't be able to track it down mostly. So. I don't know why all the poor artists' works are way better than the currents. It's tiring to keep producing masterpieces after masterpiece. Most likely they're dogged by like the people that want them to produce work, and they just can't. You know, they can't like. Rungia would take like years to produce work at some point, I think. It would take, and he, like I think in one of the interviews he's like, well, I would just go back and I would just add shit to it, you know. You can't really do that when you're working on like, you know, 20 client pieces. I think some of his best work, honestly, was when he worked for like Guild Wars 2. There's a lot of good art in that game. They had a lot of really good artists. Really good artists, man. Big fan of that era of art. It's pronounced Wei Feng. Fa. Really? Really? Well, I don't know. I have problems saying even like regular words, so this isn't really, you know, a surprise to me. Like I'll argue with people like whether it's shaman or shaman. You know, is it shaman? Is it shaman? Is it banal? Is it banal? So like I just like saying things the way I like to say them. You know, if it means that I'm gonna say manga instead of manga. I think at one point I called it like Magna. I don't even know how I managed that. But it's Magna now. Okay? I'm reading some Magna. I think a girl in high school corrected me and she's like, I don't even know how you got to that. I don't even understand, I think she said. But yeah, I do say things wrong, especially if it's like a Chinese dialect. I'm not gonna get it right. And names, you know, they go so many ways. Here in America, there's like 5 ways to say Amanda. So I just, you know, at this point, I'm just not even like, I'm not even trying. I'm just like, okay, whatever, man. I guess that's how you want me to say Mikkel. You know, it's like, okay, whatever. I don't think I'm ever gonna get through like the names and like how to say them properly. I don't think that's ever gonna happen for me. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying like I'm not gonna say it that way. Basically. Chinese to English. Way. How would you even do that though? It's not even a real word. It can't have like a. Fang. Wei Feng.
Wei Feng.
Wei Feng. Do your names have the same? And it means breeze. Gentle breeze. Interesting. Man, that's kind of wild that you have like symbols in the name. Rangia inside. Let me see. It's probably like Ranjaya. I've been saying it wrong the whole time, but it's, you know, it's whatever. Again, I'm not Chinese, so.
Ruanja.
Ruanja. Ranja. Ruanja. I'm never gonna say it that way. It's just not gonna happen. You know, it's not really. You know, it's not really about, yeah. It's just I wouldn't be able to say it. I wish I could, but it's like it's not gonna happen, man. Oh, I found a really good game, actually. It's been a while since I found a game that I actually enjoy, and I'm like, whoa, this game is awesome. Some games are just like, yeah, it's pretty fun, I guess. It's called Loop Hero. It's 12 bucks. If you have 12 bucks to spare on entertainment, I would like highly recommend that game. It's pretty good. Everything that Devolver Digital seems to touch is like a gold game. What is it? It's weird. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Basically, I was asked to do this yesterday too. I was like, man, I'm pumped for this game. It's so good. Basically, you're building a character. It's like a roguelike. It's like, you know what it is? It's like Darkest Dungeon. I love the aesthetic, honestly. I thought like, I think I've been following the guy who's been doing the pixel art for it this whole time on Twitter. I'm pretty sure I'm following the guy. His name is like Is it Devolver? I don't think that's. Let me see. Maybe it was Devolver. Let me see. Hold on. I'm never gonna find him. I'm never gonna find him on my Twitter. My Twitter is like, it's bombed. There's nothing I can do. But he did all these really cool, creepy as fuck, pixel art things, and like I don't even enjoy pixel art all that much, honestly. I like playing the games with some of it in it. Like I've played a lot of pixel art games that are, you know, near and dear to my heart. Like Caves of Cud is a really good one. Really good game. Would recommend that one as well. But yeah, you start a character every time, and so it's like a very roguelike thing. There's only like 3 classes, or at least I only have 3 classes, and it plays pretty simply. It's a pretty simple game. Very difficult to master though. I think there's a lot of combos in there to make it very difficult. But you unlock stuff and it gets kind of easier. You know, so far I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think it's gonna be really short. That's like the only problem with it. I've been no-lifing it with it. I think I bought it on like Sunday, and I've already got like 18 hours in it. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I can't seem to find the guy I was looking for. I'm never gonna find anything on my Twitter. It's just not gonna happen. Whatever. Shouldn't even try, honestly. But yeah. Pretty fun game. Pretty fun. You know, it's not always that a game like that's kind of enjoyable comes around. So I like should pimp it out. I think they're doing real numbers too. I was looking into if I could invest in Devolver, because I was like, oh, this like they only produce gold somehow. Maybe I could get in on this. They must be profiting like all day. It must be just pure profit. Let me get in on that money train. But it's a private company, so but yeah, everything they touch seems to turn into gold. If they did an IPO, I'd also buy in big. I don't think there's any plans for that. Yeah. This sign has to be a little bit bigger. I think it's compressed here, but like that's always tough when it's compressed. I also have to work on the map. I almost forgot, so I have to cut this one short and work on the map a little bit. Yeah, this one's starting to like patch out. I think I have more work to do on it, obviously. Unibrows. There's no such thing as unibrows. It's only unibrow. Unibrow, singular. There can't be unibrows. Unless there's two people who are standing next to each other, and then you could be like, you guys have unibrows. But generally you can't do that. That's not how that works. I'm still like tinkering with the shape, honestly. I'm just going for like straight form right now, as much of it as I can. So far I've gotten like most of the upper face sort of gone. Do you know anyone that grows a unibrow? I don't think people do it intentionally. I think it's just like laziness. I'm pretty sure it's genetic. I think my dad has one actually, but I don't think he has to snip it. I don't have one though. I do have very furriest brows. My brows are pretty strong. I can be very what's it called? I can communicate with my eyebrows. Drop them down. Hear that unibrow speak. That's a brow quake? No, I don't know how. I don't think that's how that song goes. Why it looks so ugly when it's only a few hair at the center. I mean, not a lot of people have, like, they don't, most people don't even give a shit about what they look like. I haven't shaved for like what's it called, for like a good month, honestly. I should probably shave. I don't go out, man, so I don't give a shit. I don't have a unibrow though, but I'm just saying that, like, it's probably very similar. Past a certain age, you just stop giving a fuck. It's just like, you just don't give a shit, man. Frida Kahlo had one, yeah. You know, it's like a fashion statement, you know? You know, maybe I give her a unibrow as like a fashion statement, you know? It's beautiful. I love it. It's a fashion statement, man. You saying I can't grow a unibrow? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway as an artistic statement of expression, you know? I think this value is gonna be a lot lighter. I'm gonna go with like a much lighter, because this is where I think I'm gonna have like more direct light. Something like this. And only a little bit here. And mostly like shadow shapes. I'm gonna develop the shadow shapes a lot. Divergent 2 brows versus the Chad unibrow. Yeah. Doesn't care what he thinks, what he looks like. Not self-conscious at all. I don't know, at some point you really do just kind of like, I feel like it gets kind of tough and you just kind of like, you just don't care. I try to look after myself, make myself look presentable, but like, as I said, I haven't been outside really, outside of like going to pick up the takeout. So I've kind of stopped grooming myself, and I probably shouldn't have. But yeah, getting old, man. It like, it does something to you. You just kind of stop. You just stop giving a care. Except about things that you really do care about. It lets you refocus, kind of. Focus on things that are, like, really important to you. Like trading stocks. Something like that. I think I'm like 32 now. Hold on. I think I'm at least a year older than that now. I think I'm like 32. What's my age again? What's my age again? Is that even considered old? It is. It is, because I went on Twitter today. Or the other day, I think. And it was like this guy posting, like, his progress or whatever. And right under him, and I don't think it was being like snide or, you know, trying to say anything by it. But there was a guy who was like, man, it's so nice to have older artists, you know, available, and just like, you know, to just say like it's nice. Um, and he was like 30. He's like 30, you know, in his 30s. I feel like 30 is really old, honestly. I feel like I've hit. It's all. I'm over the hill. Like in my mind, I'm just like over the hill. I don't know. I used the things that I worried about, you know, even like 3 years ago, are just substantially different. Substantially different than what I'm worried about right now. Um, 30 is pretty old. Yep. Yeah. I don't know. Someday I'll like, I'll probably just keel over. I feel like my body's just falling apart, man. It's all about looks. Frangia is 40, but looks 20. Yeah, because he's Asian. It's not fair. I don't know. I've definitely been gaining a little bit of weight too, which is kind of a problem. I've been trying to skip dinner, you know, and just like go for breakfast lunch combo, you know, the 1-2. But it is kind of like, it is tough to lose weight, especially with Corona time. Holy shit. There's so many people that's offering me like food. Like, you have to buy, save my business. And I'm just like, yeah, yeah, you're right. Let me order some Chinese food today. Thai food tomorrow. I'm gonna have to start putting in like color into her face too. Right now, I'm still working through the values, which is good. I have like some of the value groups set up. You could kind of see them. Uh yeah, my metabolism has slowed down. I used to eat like a lot. Like uh people would comment, you know. In my 20s, for sure, I would eat way more than was. It was probably very expensive to feed me. Put it that way. Um, but now I'm still trying to eat that much. Sometimes I'll still try to attempt it. Like, okay, you know, like if you go to a Vietnamese place, a nice Vietnamese place, they give you a bowl of pho, like traditional, you know, it's big, it's brutal. You're expected to eat the whole thing, or the Vietnamese grandma in the back is gonna go, ah yeah, you know? And I would eat that, and then I would eat like the rest of what my wife would leave over. Like, you know, and this was like, you know, fairly recent. This was like, I think I was like 20, 26, 27, 28, something like that. I would just, I would demolish, you know? It wouldn't even be, there's no challenge. I wouldn't even think about it. And I wouldn't gain a pound. It was like that. It's like that, you know? You're tall though, so you can eat loads without looking fat. My wife is already complaining, man. She's like, man, 205, 208 pounds. You got to get on the treadmill. We're gonna send you to a gym. We're gonna like. She's like, she's so extra. She's doing all these things. And I'm like, I'm not going to a gym. this is not happening. Um, do a little save here because we did do a little bit of work today. A little good work, not too much, but you know, hey, it takes a little bit of time to get all this done. So, I mean, we started here. Let me flip it over so that uh, we, I still haven't gone below the face. So we're still mostly. So far I have like the outline of what I want to do with the face. Still have a lot to do there. And now I have to do the map. Yep. Do the map, do the map, do the map. But this one's like working. This one's working out. I think this one would be cool. I think I could do something cool with it. I think I can make it like very exciting to look at because it's like, it's limited in scope. I don't have like 1,000 things going on. I feel like that'll allow me to put forth a clear message, whatever that message is. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a really cool message. Anyway, so this is saved. Let me open my map. Is it this one? It might not be this one. I found the old map in like really 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 old. Yeah, no, this is the new one. Okay, I think I found like a backup of one of the old maps that I did for this guy. I have to work on it. All right, so I think today I'm gonna work on this one, and this thing. These three, because this is from the original sketch. This one too is kind of gaudy looking for now. For, I'm trying to do it all at the same time, and I'm trying to get everything looking about the same level of detail finished. So let me see. The first thing, probably, I wanna just, I think this like gesture, I'm just not a fan of it. So I'm just gonna take some of that out. Where'd my music go? I had music, I swear. Now it's gone. Ah. But yeah, it's kind of fun. Let me know if you have any good ideas for the channel points. I do want to do something with them, but like I think merch is kind of outside of the question for me right now. Free merch. Um, we'll sit on that. Yeah, but if you have anything cool, like timing someone out might not have been like that bad of an idea now that I think about it. Rangia's old works. Yeah, I really love the old stuff, man. Yeah, this one is like, this one's from like Guild Wars 2 when they had the what's it called, the Festival of Lost Winds. I was playing Guild Wars 2 back then, and it was really good. I really liked those loading screens. They had a lot of loading screens from Kekai Kataki. Oh, he did work for Warcraft? Really? That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I know he did Ragnaros, but I thought that was like, like a one-off thing. Yeah, these are like a trip down memory lane, man. I'm a big fan. These are like also from Guild Wars from around that same time. The people that are working on this one's pretty new actually. This one's from their second expansion, I think. Rune of first expansions. Crown of Thorns, I think it's called. I don't remember. But yeah, really cool shit. It's a shame. Like, hey, no disrespect. No disrespect to the people doing the work for Guild Wars 2 now, but hey, Rungia, that's all I'm saying. Okay. How long have I been following Rungia? A long time. I don't know. Long time. Very long time. Probably somewhere like, what day is it today? I don't know, man. A long time. From, let me see. This one was one of the first paintings I saw in Guild Wars 2. But I know he did a lot of work for them. Like, most of it isn't even up here. I think the first picture I saw from him was Ritlock, when he was, you know, he was in, they don't have it this one here, but I like to show that one off. That one's like one of my favorite ones from him. So whenever he posted that to the website, it's probably like a year after it actually went live in Guild Wars. So that's when I first saw it. And so we can extrapolate the day here. Most likely, let's see. So 6 years, something like that. 7 years, maybe a little bit even more. It really depends. Something like 6-7 years, yeah. I feel like that's a long time. I mean, how long? How long? How long does it have to be? I mean, I've definitely seen this one too. This one's like, this one's younger. This is also Heart of Thorns, but that was like the Living Story. So that wasn't what's it called. I've definitely seen his other work too. There was more in other places. I've seen this one as well, but this one is also like around that same time. So 6 years. Yeah, so 7 years, 6-7 years, I would say. I mean, he's only been posting for that long, huh? His like first image here is 6 to 7 years. So maybe even longer than that. It's just that I don't have a time frame. Like, hold on. How about this? Let me see. Let's see. So, let's be generous here. 2012. So that's about 6 years. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Fuck, I still think it's 2018 sometimes. So like 9 years. I would give it a year more for me to actually have discovered the images. So something like 2014, 2013. Something like that. I wouldn't really want to go farther back because most likely they weren't that amazing. That's why you don't see them, you know? Likely they're just, you know, not up to par. I mean, I understand when you have works like Ritlock, you probably wouldn't want to you know, jeopardize that like illusion to pretend like you're human. I think there was a really old one where it's like a castle and some knights. I think that's the oldest Rangia work I've ever seen from him. And it's very different. It's not bad, it's good, but it's very different than the stuff that it depends more on like very low contrast value work, very soft edges. It didn't really look like Rangia. Oh, I love Theo Prince. His work is really good. Yeah, he's a monster. He's a monster for sure. I really enjoyed Theo Prince's work. I've been following like all those artists. I mean, look, they had so many great artists. They had Kekai Kotaki, they had Rangia, they had oh god, I can never remember God, I can't remember his name, but I love his work too. I've been following him too for a very long time. It's like a French name. I can never remember names. They're like French derived for some reason. They just don't work for me. I don't know. Something about the phonetics, they just pop out of my brain. It's Donju. What's it called? Even Rangia from 2001 is autistic for details. I'd find the ones. What's it called? I'd find the one that I was thinking of, but it's like I would have to dig for it. So detail's good, but like don't go crazy. Like Rungia has like extraordinarily solid understanding of value, because usually when people go crazy on the details, they just screw up their values, and they make just big horrible detailed messes, you know. And so it's like, yeah, it's very clear that Rungia has like, you know, like a really good mastery of value work, because he's able to do all of that and still have like, you know, those amazing value structures. It's very difficult to do. Daniel Dochu, yes, yeah, he's also very good. They had a killer team. Art like concept art slash artwork. Guild Wars had like a really killer team. And what's it called? Yeah, it's eventually, like they had to, like, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of anything past, like, they had like Lion's Arch redone a couple times, and like some of it is just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really like to talk about things I don't like. I prefer to talk about things I do like. I don't know, but yeah, the Rungias from that era were really good. Really rare peps. Really rare pepes. Big fan. Big fan. I think that's like where most of my favorite art like comes from that era. I had a lot of stuff from like Halo, Assassin's Creed. So you had a lot of work from like Craig Mullins. I don't know. I don't think it's nostalgia. I like to think of it as, you know, I just have a taste for this type of work. I don't like it just because I'm from that time period. But yeah, it's and I see a lot of people from China replicating some of those art styles. Like whether it's Craig Mullins or you know, because a lot of the work done by like Han Gaijing or Wei Fang was not for Chinese companies. They were for American companies. Now you have like a lot of I feel like more Chinese, Korean, you know, Asian artworks for Asian themed video games that are that do take some of that juice. Are you shape guy? What? A shape guy? What does that mean? What is a shape guy? More like a detail guy. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know if there's like a distinction. I think it's very difficult to, you know, to keep your shapes intact if you try to over detail, but I don't know if there's like a I don't know. I think both. If Rungia didn't have amazing shapes, I probably wouldn't like his work. It's not really all about the details. The shape language is you know, impeccable. There's no two ways about that. I'm gonna try to keep some of that palette. We're gonna go into this king guy. I like all those guys though. I like Paling, or as you call him, Kolosov. I like, and it can't just be just shapes though, right? Because I've seen like Paling's work when he just does shapes, and then it's like very, very, very undetailed, and it's just like raw shape. Now those shapes are sexy. I'll give him that. Those are sexy shapes. However, I don't much like that sort of work. Like in the end, I won't like look at it for very long. But it's in my memory. I remember those paintings. Those are easy to remember. I don't have to like compress them. I just kind of remember them. I should ask the author if there's any kings with like established. If there's any like evil kings or good-looking kings. Lip Camarella. That name is vaguely familiar. I like this guy's style. I like the look of the strokes in those shapes. He has very strong shape design. I can't look at this type of work for very long. I wish he would not have done that. That's very... I like, man, I feel like if the subject matter was just a little bit more serious. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. I really love this type of style though. If it was just a little bit more like this, I really like this. It's serene, you know. These sketches are very interesting. I feel like you could do more with this though. I feel like if there was just you know, sometimes you don't need like a strong message or whatever, but I feel like this art style kind of deserves it. I do like the shapes. I guess he's you know, I think he has a very strong voice. It's just not. This is really good. I like this a lot. Yeah, some of these trees are really good. It's just I guess I have a problem with the subject matter, but these are really good. The trees, that's like amazing. Yeah, like something like this. This is really cool. I like this. I wish that was on top and I didn't have to scroll all the way down, you know? I mean, some of it is just, you know, work for, what's it called? Most illustrations like Gojira is shit for Instagram because it's too small to appreciate the details. Yeah, I mean, if you zoom out of Renjia's work, it still looks godly. So, like, even if you can't appreciate the details, like even if you zoom out of here, you know, it just looks like a photograph at that point, you know, just weirdly colored. Some of the later works, you can't even like tell that it's not really even a photograph. It looks like a photograph, just really surreal. And not that I'm a big fan of that one, but it's just like the detail level is like crazy. I mean, it looks really good. I don't know. It looks like good shit. The thumbnail game is very strong. Big fan. I'm already following this guy. I think you sent me this before. I think his virtual plane airs are my favorites. He's an art director and Netflix animator now. Okay, I guess we won't see those what's it called? Oh well. We won't see those what's it called? Subject matter. Different subject matter paints. I think it's really it is cool stuff, but like, you know, when you get to that level, you're no longer doing like the stuff you like. I think you have to do you've been reskilled to whatever it is, you know. It kind of sucks. Like Rungia could probably be a really good art director, but I really don't want I want to see that. I want to see more like paintings from Rungia. That's what I want to do. I really love this brush. I think this one is really worthwhile from that art set that you sent me. This one is really worthwhile. I really like this. I don't know if it's the pattern or whatever, but it does stuff more to me. I guess I just love charcoal. This brush has a million iterations. I must have like 1,000 charcoal brushes. Art directors can, sure, yeah. But usually they're overseeing. They're more like oversight, and they might do like big vision pieces, which is fine, you know. But generally, what I've seen is that they don't. Like, I have never seen a painting from Mark Winters. I have no idea what he paints like. Although I could probably look him up. Maybe. Art. Let's try art. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for card art, I guess it works. But like the artists that he's overseeing are like just like a couple steps above this skill level. And I don't really want to talk shit about Mark Winters, honestly. But like, yeah. I don't know. Wasn't really sure what I was expecting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone performs a role. I feel like I just don't want to see... And every role is important. I just don't want to see Rungia in that role. I want to see him demoted to just artists. Concept artists. So he could pump out more work. And I could enjoy it. That's rather selfish, but... I feel like I really like this orange and the iron. I'm gonna try to keep it everywhere. Very small, but even in thumbnail, it's very good. I like it. But yeah, I don't like that Craig Mullins is now an art director. I just want Craig to paint. Just want him to paint, man. But some people, you know, sometimes you do get a little old, and so like, you know, hey man, I get it. It's probably the most stressful job versus art direction, where it's, you know, it's a little bit more cushy. I would think. I would assume. You know, I'm not sure, but I would assume. I feel like art direction is a little bit more cushy. Imagine painting with a mouse for 10 years. I think you would get 2 paintings out of that. Even Craig had a digitizer at work. And before that, he would just paint, you know? He had a digitizer for like working with big companies in God, it was like he did an interview once, I don't remember exactly, but he said that he had a digitizer at, you know, at some point. Okay, so that angel looks pretty good. I'm gonna keep that. Try to keep that energy going. I really like that. Try to keep it going into the next thing I'm gonna paint here. It's like a warrior king. I'm gonna have like today. I'll be focusing more on like shapes, big shapes, big shapes. I don't think any who is there someone you're like specifically referring to? I don't think anyone has really done that. I don't know. I've never really heard of anyone actually like, you know, doing that. That seems like a lot of work. I feel like Craig is like one of the earliest adopters of the technology, as you know, from like an artist standpoint. I don't know who paints with mouse. Who does thing like this? Why? I'm just a zoomer. I don't even know what a digitizer is. Oh, it's a thing that like, it's the pen. It's a pen. It's a fancy name for a pen. But I remember they had those. They had those. They had those, man. Or at least I've heard tell about them. I've heard tell. Oh, you know what? For this thing, if I'm gonna paint it, I should probably use the what's it called? Oh, what do you call that? The mirror brush? I think I think that'll work good for me. You know what? No, actually, I'm gonna keep that as a closed helmet. Separate this with like a value. And this one is just up. I think I'm gonna go with like a uniform helmet there. I just don't know what it's gonna be. Yeah, some parts of this image are still very, very undetailed, so we're gonna be trudging through a little bit of stuff today. Hopefully that's good, because it'll be like big gains if I do it right. We'll see. Let's see. Sometimes I kind of feel like I'm living in the past with some of the art styles that I really, really dig. But then I just look to like Chinese markets and like where all that money's going. And you know, if it's good enough for them, then like some of these things they're just good forever, I think. Or at least for the next, you know, half a 100 years. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I don't think. I think a mouse would be a tenable solution. At that point, it would be way faster to just paint with regular, scan it in. You know how they used to do it. There was all kinds of tricks, man. There's all kinds of tricks. They would make it really, 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 really big. You know, like real sized. And then use a matte painting like that as a backdrop. I think I've heard something like that. There's a lot of tricks I think that were used before. What I've seen will work looks best because artists that time focus more on detail and completion and alright, taking shortcut. Yeah, could be. I mean, there might just be a lot of soul just poured into that, like they really wanted it, you know, and they really they thought, hey, look, I'm gonna put my heart and soul into this. I'm gonna make the best thing I can make, you know, my time and sweat and energy. And now it's more like, okay, I'm already good. I don't have to worry. I don't have to, like, you know, like, best example is Ross Draws. Okay. Maybe. I feel like he hasn't really made it yet. He's gotten a couple of he's had a couple good days, I think. But I don't think in the grand scheme of things he's made it, honestly. I think he should worry. I think he should still worry. Yeah. Ross has more of that personality juice going for him than anything else, I think. He's just very energetic, fun to watch. And his old work is way better, that's true. Sure. I think he should still really worry. I think it's like, you know, it's like college sports. When you're looking to get noticed, you're more likely to, like, try to do things that'll, like, injure you. You're more willing to take risks. You're risk averse. Maybe that's why I like the stock market so much. I am super risk averse. Or no, the opposite. I'm not risk averse. Gosh, what did I want to say? I'm risk. What's it called? Risk seeking. I guess it would be risk seeking behavior. But yeah, it feels like that. It feels like once you taste it, you're no longer hungry. You're not hungry. You're not producing, and then, well, it shows in your work. You know, if you're half-assing it, everyone can tell. Even if you're really good. The real fans. The real fans can tell. True fans, they know. Oh, it's weird. Daniel Warren replied to one of my tweets. I was like, oh, okay. It was a legitimate question I asked about NFTs. I really don't understand. I think he follows Chris, actually. Maybe, because I think I saw Chris's reply first. But yeah, I asked on Twitter, like, if anyone could give me, like, insight into why anyone would buy NFTs. Now, I think most of them were from the artist's perspective, which is fine. I think that, you know, that's valuable. It's a valuable, what's it called? Valuable perspective. One of the replies was money laundering. That's Mark's. That was pretty funny. Yeah, it was pretty good. Cheeky bastard. I don't know. I think a lot of it seems like wishful thinking. does seem... it does seem interesting, though. I don't know. I don't have like the money to do one right now, because I just, you know, I'm trying to invest in like a bunch of cryptos and stocks and things like that, and I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe after I cash out with some of these things. Oh, by the way, let me see. Hold on. What did we end at? 220. What is it? Like 195. 196 was the high. It went almost to 200. It's good. AMC's still trekking, and Nokia took a really big fall. Yikes. I think Nokia and AMC are kind of long positions. I prefer my money slow, honestly. All this has me like jumping up and down, and I don't really like it. I would prefer to just like check in one day and it's like, oh yeah, there's been gradual gains, and you know, make my money that way. AMC has also been shorted, but mostly people are expecting the coronavirus to be over. I think I looked at the graph, and the high point for AMC was around 20. If we look at, let me see here. If you look back like 5 years, 31, 35. This is 2019. This is when COVID hit. I was already kind of in the slump, but it was still a $20 price. So my guess, and I think a lot of other people's guess, is as soon as and I bought in like right here, somewhere like right here, like $9 I think I bought in. Our guess is that it's gonna go up at least to 20. That's a safe bet. So, you know, it's definitely not shorted as much, I think. And they did do a what's it called? They sold off a bunch of stocks to raise money. So I think they diluted the pool here. That's why you saw this big drop. Although I'm not sure. Again, I'm not trying to give you like financial advice, but I do see it coming back to 20. I think that's a fair price for that stock. I think as soon as the what's called a reopen, the movie theaters are reopen and Corona is over, and I think that might happen soon, in the next year or two, which is why it's a long position. At that point, I should be able to get some of that money. I don't know. I like long-term investments. I think it's much less stressful. I don't have to worry about it. If they don't go bankrupt, of course. That's like the one thing I'm worried about, is that they're gonna go bankrupt. Nokia is also another one that's pretty interesting, because they're what's called. They have a lot of dealings outside of cell phones, like what's called network type of things like 5G, those types of contracts constantly being carried out. So I really don't understand why their price is so low, but I will buy it, you know, at $4 or $3 right now. I think it's worthwhile. Sony. I don't know how Sony's doing. I imagine pretty well, since they just had that big release for that video game platform. Let's see. Sony Entertainment America. Their mega thing, I don't know what their sign is. I'm not in that stock. Okay, so they are looking bad right now. Down to 100. Let me see. Hold on. I mean, you know, their highest point was 112 for 6 months. You know, hey, you know, actually they're pretty good. They're doing pretty good. I thought they would be doing pretty good. As I said, they just released that new video game console, you know? So I was correct. But that first graph, so you can't really look at 5 days, you know? I saw this, I'm like, okay, I guess it's not doing too good. Yeah, this is pretty good. I would say it's probably gonna hit like, it's probably gonna hit. I like to look at year to date or year. I think that's pretty good usually. 1 year is pretty good also. I mean, they're doing about average. I don't see this as one of those stocks that's gonna do anything. Other than, you know, at the release of that that console, I thought maybe. But people were in it for, like, you have to be in it for like years. So think, because everyone's kind of watching stocks like that, and they're like, okay, well, you know, it's gonna go up. So like, you have to be in there for like a year or two, and that's pretty good. I would like to invest in a stock like that if I knew like that it was worthwhile. The problem with PlayStation is they have no games. So once people realize that, they're gonna stop buying the console, and then that stock will be worthless. The one I'm watching right now that I'm really waiting for is I'm waiting for Coinbase's IPO. I don't know when that's happening. Multiple sources are like days away. So I just have money in an account just waiting to spend it, you know. I'm gonna wake up one day, go to work, I'm gonna be watching my stocks out of the corner of my eye. And then what's it called? It's gonna like drop. And I'm gonna miss it. But I'm watching for it. I hope that's gonna be that price is gonna shoot up instantly. It's gonna go crazy. If I get in early, I might be able to buy a couple shares before it goes to like 500, and then I'm like locked out forever. Because think about who does pump and dumps in today's like market. Because all these crypto guys, they're just pump and dumping everything, you know. So what are they gonna do? Not pump and dump a stock for a crypto trade house? Or crypto, what's it called? Oh god, I always forget the way that you call them. Exchanges. They're not gonna pump a crypto exchange. I don't believe it for a second. Get out of here with that. I'm gonna make her a crown of thorns, maybe. Does this one have a crown? This one has like a head shield. That's pretty good. I have to look up what a crown actually looks like. I know it's not, you know, three prongs. At least I hope it's not. I don't know. What is a crown actually, you know? And then I have his mace. There's another one that's gonna peek over, I think, the image net. I think that'll add interest to it for anyone actually looking at this. I think it'll add a little bit of interest for him. And I'll have like these giant spikes, spiky mace. Number one rule of investing. Diversify. Oh, I got it wrong. Never invest the money you can't afford to lose. Yeah, sure. That's more like the number one rule of being a little bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, don't. It is gambling. I mean, most people like they have like these like roundabout rationalizations. Oh, it's totally not gambling. We're providing value for the economy, and it's called okay. All right, buddy. There is a section of the stock market that does that. That's true. However, however, you know, that's not the majority section, to put it lightly. Like, investment is like, I don't know, like 30 to 20% of what they do, I think. At this point, is really not about that. I'm gonna make these guys more like Chaos Marines. I really enjoy the designs from like Warhammer, so I'm gonna make them a little bit more like that. That might be the best face I've seen from you. The lady on the right. Really? The throwaway? Okay. Okay, boomer. It's just like, it's the Azaro face with hair. It's literally the Azaro face with hair. How dare you? How dare you? I like this face right now. I like the design of it anyway. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I like the ideas in it, and I think I could make it really nice. But I like the design elements, and that, like, when I have those, then I can just do whatever I want. You know, at that point, once I have that, especially when you zoom out, she's just like really evil looking. It's dope. That's a scar. That's a literal scar. I have like a scar painted in with like 3 strokes. I think that's like super dope. I don't know, I don't think I've ever done something like that before. That is like a first for me. But painting like poison ivy, I don't know. That's kind of like, that's every day, bro. More like 3 strokes. All right, okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, but who's counting? Who's counting? No one knows. No one knows. But yeah, it literally is like, there's like boils in it. And it's like, it's pretty good. I like the overall design a lot. And when I like the design, that's when I start putting in like time to just really flesh things out, really see where I can push things. I really like this this brush, by the way, the one that I got from your brush set. Very nice. I really like it. I went through all of it. It's not a lot of brushes. Most of them I've seen before, so I already have them. It didn't strike me as like someone's personal brush set. It just had a lot of very basic stuff in it. Very like, I need this for that and that for this, and there's like, here's the water, here's a what's called. Yeah, this chalk brush, I think it's very good. I like the texture a lot. I don't know what this is exactly. but it's very nice. It didn't look like, yeah, it didn't look like I don't know. I saw most of these in like Rungia's brush set. So these brushes have been around for a long time. HGJ is actually like a really old concept art guy. There was this website called conceptart.org, and HGJ used to do what's called character drawing contests. I think he won one. I don't remember. But yeah, you had like all these like seasoned pros just going and doing like these forum games basically. Contests. You know, it's good times. I remember like I wouldn't really participate because I think I wasn't very good at painting at all. Like I couldn't paint at all. The best I could do was like a Sasuke or a Naruto. I could do a Naruto, enter that into the character creation contest. I feel like I would get laughed at though. So yeah, I don't remember. I think I might have even tried to enter one, but I really don't remember. It's been so long. It's a long time ago. That was a long time ago. That website sells like bottled water now. Conceptart.org. Get your bottles. Get your bottles. That's kind of like a dream I have, you know, just to buy that domain. That name has so much baggage to it, though. I don't even know. And apparently it's for sale, so I think it redirects to like weird spam. I'm not sure if it was bottled water for a day or all the days. I want to simplify this one, maybe just a little bit. Some of the shapes, you know, a little bit complex right now. Literally water bottles. That's funny. What happened? Man, that's a story for another time. That one's gonna take like hours. But the gist of it, there was lawsuits, a lot of screwed over artists. A lot of screwed over artists. People like Brad Rigney, you know. I don't think he. I think I watched an interview with him once, and he said, I don't think I ever got paid for that. What's it called? For those tutorial videos, which I have, by the way, and I probably didn't pay for. No, CG Hub was a big competitor. They had this. Massive Black was like doing. Was partnering with Concept Art, and they were doing like tutorials, and I think Gnomon was in on it too. They were doing like tutorials, and then something happened, lawsuits, big lawsuits, and I think a lot of the artists didn't get paid, and there's a lot of bad blood, and they hung on for like 9 to 10 years after the death of it. But you know, you could probably still find like let me see, hold on one second. Hold on. Probably still find like what it looked like. Conceptart.org. Oops. Go back to like 2006. Maybe. Let me see. Let's see if it loads it up. Because it was just a big forum. Let me see. And you had all these like monstrous artists. This is the old site. It's difficult to recognize any of these guys because they've gone so far beyond. And from a thumbnail, these are cut thumbnails. I think 2006 was... I think 2006 was like the year for concept art. I'm kind of hoping that I can find a... These are like the artworks. But kind of hoping I can find like a... So yeah, in 2009, it just like plonk. Let me see. 2010. We're going way back. Way back, man. See if we could find anything. You could, like, because this is kind of fun to do. We could take a look. Maybe we could recognize someone. But they were monstrous artists on here. There's like a lot of stuff. I would log in. I remember seeing something like this. Can't really tell now. Oh, let's see. What do we got? Is that Android Jones? Peter Koenig? Marko Dujevic? Where's the not safe for work? What? Hold on. What? Is it pixels? A titty? I don't see it. Oh, fuck. The titty. God damn it. Don't point it out. Show it. But I got to Marko Dujevic before we finished. Zanzan. And foil. Hendrick. A lot of these guys you would have to find there. What's it called? Oh, you had like Mark Taro. It's like the original Baldur's Gate art. So you could kind of... Where are they now? Most of them are like doing really cool art. You'll probably still find them if you look for them. There's most of these are like really hardcore pros. These are all like massive black guys. So one of the massive black guys you probably know is like Amundsen, Brad Rigney, maybe. Some of these other guys. Really stark contrast between my work and theirs. Ugh, it's still awful like, comparatively. I think Sakura was. I think Sakura was kind of like. I think he was in the same circle anyway. I'm not sure how much older he is than me, but he probably grew up on you know, IC and concept art. That's like where everybody was, you know. You had access to like all these professionals, man. It was cool. It was really cool. It's a shame, you know. It's a big shame. Big shame. But yeah, those sites kind of come and go. But that one was like one of the biggest ones, I think, that really impacted me personally. So I just kind of remember it. I'm sure if like ArtStation was to go out, like CG Hub went out. Yeah. you'd be reminiscing about it. Although, who knows? Who knows about ArtStation? They say they have a sustainable business model, you know? Who knows? Sustainable. Who knows? Who knows? It's hard. DeviantArt is the sole survivor from that era, I think. Yeah. You know, and they were up and coming, like DrawCrowd. I think, I'm not sure if DrawCrowd is still around. Feng Zhu made a website. But for DrawCrowd for Feng Zhu is like YouTube for Google. It just exists to perpetuate as an advertisement for a product. Let me see if DrawCrowd's still around. Hey, it's gone. See you later, buddy. It was hardly knew him. See you later, buddy. DrawCrowd is gone, and so is their what's called apparently. This is not DrawCrowd. What happened to DrawCrowd? And then it's gone. Rest in peace. Pour one out. Pour one out for DrawCrowd. See you later. As I said, those sites come and go. ArtStation may be the biggest and newest one, and it seems to be doing really well, but it might not last. We don't know anything about their fundamentals. We have no idea. At least, you know, I haven't really looked for it, to be honest. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. I just haven't looked for it. I don't know what their fundamentals are like, so I assume nobody does. Classic. Let me move Dostoevsky down a little bit. That's kind of what this guy reminds me of, actually. Big change, big change. Zeus wipes. Well, he is the I think he's the sunken god. He is the drowned god. I think this one could be good. I think this one has good, what's it called? Good ideas in it. Like conceptually, it's like, it looks like he's drowned. He's a drowned god, you know? You just have to like kind of just polish him up a little bit. I'm rewatching Breaking Bad with my wife because she's never seen it. It's a really good series. It really holds up. I really like it. You know, it's also AMC, by the way. I don't know if they're what's it called. I don't know if their theater group is separate from their what's it called. entertainment. I don't know if that's the case. That could be the case. I don't know. What did I invest in? I'm like those guys that invested in silver, but they didn't invest in silver. They invested in like some stock that had a name close to silver. And it pumped the stock. And that stock went crazy. And no one had any idea why. Hey, we like it. It sounds like silver. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff, man. There's not a lot of stuff to watch right now. So I guess we're doing reruns. I'm in that age. I've kind of like always thought it was weird for people to rewatch stuff. I just didn't understand it at all, you know? Thought it was just really strange. It's like you've already seen it. Why would you rewatch it? I guess I've realized now that uh-oh, it's not working. Why isn't it working? Is it on another layer? It is. Okay. I guess I've realized that what's it called? It's one of those art forms that you can view again. It's not really meant to be viewed once. Attack on Proper Titan is becoming so massive. It's the most popular TV show in the US currently. I feel like it's gonna be like Naruto, man. So overrated. People are gonna start dropping it just because so many people watch it, you know? I haven't really watched the last two seasons. I expected it to go big because it's like one of the better shonen, one of the better shonen animes that's like out there. You gotta understand, there's like 7 DBZs up here now. There's not a lot of like choices for anime. And this one happened to make it over, and like its competition was like what? DBZ Kai? Like I don't even know what the kids are watching. Of course they're gonna go like. Back in my day, we had the good anime. We had the good anime, man. Classic Anime Network. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I figured that more anime would make it over, you know. I figured like more stuff would make it over. But it's like it's so niche, you know. I mean, it's cool to like anime now, but it's still like we're barely scratching the bucket here with imports. Really are. Um, a bit more value control. It's a good show to introduce newcomers. Hey, yeah, I mean, I liked it. I liked the anime. You know, when it came out, it was good. I watched the first two. Watched the first 2 seasons. It was good, man. It's good stuff. It's got a lot of like gore. Um, we have had like, you know, good animes make it over. It is kind of difficult. And usually like you'll get what did I want to do? Wanted to turn on some music, yeah. To chill symposium. Usually you get like you just get like DVDs and you have no idea what you're buying. Like I'll give you a good example. One of my friends bought like Gantz because the thing looked cool. And they bought it like early as a DVD, and I think I was watching it subbed or something too. So they bought it at like an anime convention. Anime conventions. I don't even know if they have those anymore. Probably not with COVID. And so like, who knew that it would only be like one season worth of DVDs? We were expecting like, what's it called? You know, more. We're like, man, this anime is fucking great. This is the best shit ever. Where's the rest? So, you know, even if something makes it over here, it doesn't mean that it's gonna get, you know, second season. There's a lot of anime like that. Like, let's see, you've got your Alucard. Alucard never got that second season. I think Berserk just got something, and it wasn't exactly a continuation of that anime. It was like a completely different fucking different thing. I know, so it was really tough, like buying things like that. It's so weird. Berserk, I think Berserk came out in like, Berserk must have come out in like 2012 maybe even earlier than that. Berserk was out like 2008. Let me see. Let me see if I'm remembering this correctly. Hold on. 1997. That was really early. I don't think anyone ever bought those. I think we just borrowed those. I don't think those were buyable. It was really early. I remember what's it called. I remember watching. Most of the anime that I watched was like subbed, so I have no idea when it was imported or what it's called. I did read some of the manga. I watched the whole, you know, first season there. I don't think any more was ever made. I'm not sure. I think they made more, but it was like just totally different. So I didn't bother picking it up. Oh, it wasn't on TV. It was DVD. It was DVD, man. We borrowed it from the internet. I don't think it ever made it over here, but DVDs do. Like Gantz also was not one that was ever screened, I think, on television. It might have been in Japan, but it wasn't here. Gantz is also definitely MA. I think one of the scenes was like the main character just like screwing one of the women, and then in every like frame, her titties just got bigger and bigger. So it was kind of like, it was surreal. We were watching this as kids, so. Oh, it's a cool anime, Dimmy. That one was really fucked up. I think that one just gave me nightmares for a while. That one gave me nightmares for a while for sure. There's a lot of good anime that just never made it over. And I guess it still hasn't and probably won't. It's just gone forever. I think most of the time you can get it, but it's gonna be like on DVD. Like you can get probably Evangelion DVDs, maybe. Why is my PP getting big? It's kind of like that. It do be like that. It do be like that. Hey, we didn't have YouTube, man. We had to get off somehow, okay? Now it's so easy. You just scroll on down, type in Spider-Man and Elsa, You're in business, man. We had it rough. We didn't have any of that. Now you have, like, just scroll down Twitch. Just go to just chatting, you know? Have a chat for a little while. Tip her, like, $5 to bend over and put your name on the fucking blackboard. Oh, God. Yeah, we didn't have all that, man. We weren't that advanced. All the stuff that you guys have is just like way out there for us, man. Our parents were still able to like watch us and, you know, figure out what we're doing. You know, your parents probably have no idea. Yeah, probably. I mean, we had like illicit channels, I guess. It was all like very, you know, no dicks. You can't show dicks on TV, but it was kind of like that. Very tasteful. It had like pirated cable. Your parents couldn't stop you from watching illicit channels. Oh God. Oh, it's funny. It's funny. It's a long time of just just a bunch of stuff, man. Just a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I guess I'm glad that some more anime is making it over. I wonder if, I don't know if One Punch Man is gonna make it over. I think that one would be pretty good. Strip Flash game. Yeah, those were on like Newgrounds. You'd have to go to like illicit websites. Give your parents like fucking viruses. Strip Flash game. Strip hentai games on Newgrounds, yeah. Those dogs are definitely gonna need a lot of work. This guy, I don't know, this guy is my like weakest out of all of them, I think. He's supposed to be like the thunder god. I don't have a gimmick for him, that's the problem. That is the problem. Rangia monsters? Wow. Well, once I render him, maybe. Ritlock's a dog, you know. So that's probably why. Well, he's not a dog, he's a char. So technically he's kind of like a dog humanoid thing. But yeah. We try to, there's not enough pixels for to go like Rangia details on these. But I could develop them at least. Ritlock's a dog, man. They've got like a neat gimmick, I think, but they still need a little bit more development. I think I need to actually use a reference when I'm drawing them, because I don't really know enough about dogs. Don't really know enough about dogs. I'll have to I'll have to focus up on that if I really wanna. Get those dogs in there. The birds are good. The birds are looking good. I have a problem with the silhouette here on the bottom, but otherwise. Maybe I'll bash something in. Maybe I'll bash something in. We'll see. This portrait needs a lot of help. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Needs a good gimmick, I think. It's hard to do like 6 faces all at once, cause like, you know, you just kind of get tired. You get out of juiced. All right, let me see. Did I do anything today? I think I jumped around the map a lot. I did do a little bit. It's a lot of really small stuff. Some of this value should come back a little bit though.
I can learn to understand you much better if I can.
What? What was that? How about fuck off? What? What was that? I don't even have...
I can learn to understand you much better if I can get familiar with the way you talk. I need your permission to help.
No. No. How do I delete you off my computer? I thought I turned that off. That's weird. I thought I turned that off, like, completely. That's kind of scary, actually. That is kind of scary. The map I haven't even touched yet. It's gonna be like underwater pyramids, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna do those just yet. We'll see. There's a couple of things, a couple elements I have to have in the map, and then but yeah, very small gains today. Very small. But they are gains, so can't shake a fist at that. Alright, I'll be back tomorrow. More of this. Thanks for coming by. See you later.